Well, hello there, and welcome back to the Woodland realm. On Divide and Conquer version 5, we are Thranduil and his mighty son Legolas. Legolas is the guardian of the mountains to the north, Ered Forodrin, and he is currently waiting to be able to retrain his army, his much depleted army at this point, and hopefully Captain Gorzag is going south. What we've learnt... Oh no, that's Leothal. That's fine. I thought they'd taken the Old Forest Road then, and they haven't. We are 38 turns in. We are currently waiting on the pleasure of Mordor, as long as we're allied with Lothlorien. So the script, this episode is going to be about the script. Now, do I have a mission? Let's just check that. Have I got no? So I think everything's all good. One thing that has been drawn to my attention and may cause a problem in this episode is apparently the script does not work as well as it does for Lothlorien. I'm normally, whenever it happens for Lothlorien, you get your shadow attack after turn 45 or turn 40, one of the two. And if you are Lothlorien, the shadow attack sieges Caras Galadhon and attacks you in the next turn. And that's how it should work. However, it has been brought to my attention that it doesn't quite work as planned. Yes. And if you're Thranduil and the Woodland realm, they don't actually attack you. So there's a bug in the script, I believe, unless... Well, there is on my version. So, if that is the case, I'm not sure yet. If it is the case, we may have to do some shenanigans, because I'm not really... It's not the whole point of preparing for the script, as I have done, is so you get attacked and we get to see Thranduil's halls. So I'm not sure how that will play out. Can we retrain anything up here? We have currently sorted our economy to a point where we make 1,800. We've got 2 generals, Orthodir, who we ran around in the first couple of episodes trying to get. Thranduil, that's saving me 1,000 just by them two in the fort just outside the capital. And we are slowly getting to a point where we can prosper. Where do you think you're going?
We shall hear you out, but that is all. Farewell.
So we've done him. So we are very much just waiting on Mordor to see what happens with this. Now, when we did the faction vote on the community tab, I specifically put in that we would play as Thranduil for the isolation campaign. And the more and more that we approach that critical time, it's becoming apparent to me that the way we've played it, I think you're supposed to, well, every other time when I was on version 4.5, you'd grab all your forces and you'd head south and you take as much of the forest as possible. But because we have headed north, and I've never done the Union script, it seems to me that we might do better to absorb Lothlorien. It seems like that would be a much more intelligent path to take. So I'm still umming and ahhing. I know that the vote specifically had the Arethirith in it, and that is making me think twice. But we'll just see how I feel at the time. It's been, because we've gone north and we've gone to war with Gundabad straight away, and we've taken Ered Forodrin and Witherboard, and we did have Rakyaburg, but they've wrestled that back. They've wrestled control of that back. It might be wiser to have a satellite state that can take on Dol Guldur, as we've made absolutely no progress. But we shall see. We're on 40 turns, so we think that we're going to have another couple turns of just economic development. And probably an attack at the mountains, really. Like that's guaranteed to happen. Legolas has been... Without Legolas there, we'd have lost the mountains eons ago. But I'm quite pleased that the economy's been sorted. And that's why I think we kind of... Yeah, there you go. That's kind of my point, that we might actually... I know we're not giving up the Ents, but also, when I played as Lothorian...
This is our last stand, my friends.
We played and we did the isolation route. And I've never, ever, even on 4.5, I don't think it was an option on 4.3. I only played 4.3 a little bit before 4.5 came out. So I'm personally more interested in doing the Union script and seeing how that works. But we'll see. Now I need that building so I can get my mid-tier units out. Witherboard, you can't actually train any units yet, but you're getting a militia garrison, so that's helpful.
Yes, my lord.
That's an ominous army marching south. Ominous indeed. Again, we're just ploughing through now. I expect the Gundabad army to attack me in the mountains of the north, which has had a curious effect of Erebor. We've got military access with each other, but Erebor aren't that keen on going to Gundabad now, so we've created a rod for our own back by doing that. And that now means that we, as a nation, we have to save the Anduin. And again, that plays into the idea that perhaps we should... Here he is, Captain Lugnuts. Oh, he's got Black Shield Warband. That's playing that actually it might work a little bit better if we have our two elven sections and we fight to join them. But I'm not, again, my first thing is I hope that they actually do attack us on the turn after sieging us. No, don't want you. Where are we? You're all outside. Into the mountain we go. So we're going to have elven defenders, which have changed. We're not really as hard pushed as we were before, when we didn't have said defenders. Who goes on that side? There you go. Is that everybody? Yes, it is. Put it on ×6, put everybody on defend, and then we're going to save our arrows. First time we've come up against the Black Shield. They're good, they're mid-tier. They've got Black Shield. One of their generals has Black Shield archers. And they're sort of an equivalent of our basic archers, so we need to get our barracks upgrades just to counteract that. Are they all coming at once? Normally they have a unit on a ladder. Most of our battles in this campaign, to be fair, have been fought here at the old Danes' Halls that has been renamed to Ered Forodrin. Just got to wait on them coming in.
Elves, stay alert.
We've only got 18 of the Maithori Thawar. They have... We've had them since the very start. That's one of the changes that was made to version 5. Where you get a bit better starting army, but the problem is that you just bankrupt yourself. And that's why we chose to go to Danes' Halls, because it's got a gold mine. And it's worked out rather well, actually, when you think about it. We have managed to not be bankrupt for the first 50 turns. However, it has meant that we haven't even taken Emin Nufuin or
the enemy's ram has breached the gates.
Erin Tholin. So we do need to get a wiggle on to go towards the mountain.
Direct your fire.
Here they come.
Give them your
You
spears.
could probably be in a shield wall if we sort that out.
The enemy have the walls. Look to our defense or all will be lost.
Snow Orc Raiders have proved to be quite useful for the Gundabad Orcs. They are armor piercing, and that seems to mean that they actually get a fair few kills. But because they're all lobbing up, get someone to try and take out some of those scouts, those irritating archers, to keep firing at the blob. I didn't check what the general was going to have, so I don't know which one I should be aiming at. Alright, there's some Black Shield, let's kill them. And we got a special ability, there you go. I'm assuming the general is one of the Black Shields.
The enemy are badly bloodied. The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Let's see if we can now take them out and send in the Elven defenders. Protect your shield wall! Pick your feet up, pick your feet up, pick your feet up. They've cracked. They're going. Close in on the Black Shield now. They've nearly gone. Whenever you're ready. Is that other unit now marching? Yes, it is. It's on its way. Good. Marching to its death. In the Elven Mountains of the North. Now what we'd like to do is finally get to a point where the garrison allows Legolas to leave. It's only really a matter of time before Gundabad chucks out a force like the size of the one that was heading south to Bjorn's Hall. Come on, just kill them.
Good tidings.
No, he was the general, that's good.
Lies dead.
That's all good. Oh, there's still some there. Now they've broken, so we can put our infantry back and just wait on the final unit. Here they come. Suppose it doesn't really matter.
Behold how our cowardly
Oh,
foe
continue.
runs.
We'll just shoot
Time
them
to
and
press
see how
that
many we can kill. Only 7 made it out alive. Is that what it ends with? Yeah. Not bad. Heroic victory, Legolas the Defender. I think he's got the epithet. I can't remember. If he hasn't, he will do soon. He's been an absolute beast. Because of the way that the mountains work, they all have to come through that one gate. They can't make a second hole. And Hinidawa it's most effective when you've got a huge blob of men or orcs, depending on who you're fighting. Execute.
Our land will be safe once more.
And there's a sneaky little orc on his way to Witherboard. That might be a problem. It depends when we get our garrison building built, which is not... Oh, what good timing. Good timing. Right, you should probably... No, quicker buildings, as we're not really... Oh, right. Do we want the proper archers, or do we want to get to the Elder Council and the Mythor Ether? The Elder Council are amazing. They chuck javelins as well as being sturdy spearmen. They will fight to fall to the bitter end, and they were Orifer's doomed chosen, and they are the Elder Council. I like the look of them. What's cheaper? No, I think I'm going to do that and reap the benefits later on. Now we should be able to retrain. There you go. Mordor and Rohan. Oh, that means one of two things. Either Rohan's gone really far south, or Mordor has got its way up into the plains of Rohan.
Your orders.
We're not at war with Dol Guldur. I was going to say, we're obviously not paying any tribute yet. So again, we go back on waiting on the shadow attack. And it is a really hard choice now, because you absorb the other lot. It never even occurred to me on what was it, 4.5. You didn't take their territories or their generals or anything like that, so it never seemed like it was worth it to me. But not only if we absorb Lothlorien, not only do we get Celeborn and Haldir and all those. That's an issue. But we got two militia units to defend, so that I reckon we can deal with that. But not only that, is you actually get some of their units and you can train them everywhere. Whereas I think before you could only train whatever units you were given of the roster in your capital. Well, that's no longer the case. Right, what would we like to do? Probably need a Hall of Song just to... Not only that, it will make this general here free as well, which will save me some money.
Come, my
How much are you worth? A turn. Another 300. That will be useful in the wars to come.
Have a taste of my blade.
So we can't sally out because we've only got the general in there, but if they attack us, I still think we're in a good position to sort that out. The Anduin have gone for him. And as soon as we got through the script, Rakyaberg and Framsberg are going to be the targets. That's what we need. I am thinking, I'm really sorry, I do apologise, I am thinking that we're going to do the Union script, just because I've never done it. And I do have a Lothlorien campaign on the channel where we won. We even fought Sauron, so go check that out. It's one of the earlier ones when I had, I don't know, it's like three microphones ago. So if you think that my microphone's a bit sketchy now, the microphone quality in the very first campaign that I did was terrible. But it's a really good, like, there are some really nice moments in it. I quite like the Lothlorien one. No, they didn't attack me at Witherboard. Why? Why? Also, congratulations to Aston Villa, my beloved football club. I went to Villa Park last night, and we finished the job against Hibernian of Scotland, and made it through to the group stage of the Europa Conference League. winning 3-1, 3-0 and 8-0 on aggregate. Yay for us. Which was rather nice. We haven't got any money. We haven't got anything to build, that's more important. So this is just quiet. And this is what will annoy me if they don't attack, if the script isn't working properly and they don't attack as they should. And when you're Lothlorien, I've never had a problem with it. They've always, even when Karas Galathon was its old battle map model, they sieged it, they attacked it the next turn. And that's what I'm expecting. Once we get the message, we'll move Thranduil and Orthodir into Thranduil's halls and hunker down. And then hopefully they'll do the right thing. Oh, that Dwarfen army is finally using our military access. Maybe he's going to Rakyaberg. That's the idea. If the dwarves get themselves involved over here, now that looks a bit ominous, doesn't it? The dwarves get themselves involved in the fight with Gundabad, then we won't need to go north. We can just leave them to it, and they'll be able to take care of that perfectly fine all by themselves, I would imagine. Righty-roo. We can't build the next barracks because we need a hall of music, which is there. We haven't got any blacksmiths, or we haven't got any armour upgrades or anything like that. Now, it's 45 turns, so I'm expecting a message from our Sylvan Elf kin in the next couple, letting me know that Mordor is sneaking its way through the forest towards Thranduil's Hall. Hopefully it's this go, because we want to get that bit done. And you can also, when you're Lothlorien, you can pay. You get paid £3 or two or 3 grand. You get 4 units of your bog standard archer, and I purposely haven't built the archers in Thranduil's halls because I'm expecting that to happen as well. I can't imagine why you wouldn't get 4 units of, I think they're just called Woodland archers. The ones with the little black capes. Send him through, the script is on. These ones, Woodland Scouts, I do apologise. Torfilin has built a Master Builder's Hall. Right, so we've got the opportunity to start upgrading our infantry or archers. I think archers to start with, as we are elves. That makes more sense in my head. The dwarves have scared them off and they're not coming past. They're leaving us to ourselves. Orcs of Gundabad are the richest in the world. That's an interesting... Right, we're going to move you back.
Onward!
So we're still making profit, but you can just see that was £1 grand we've lost just by moving those two. A bit more probably. I think it's about 1,200. Just let Mordor come, as they say in Amazon's Galadriel, Mordor. They love rolling their eyes at R's in that show, which is just weird. I don't know why they've done it. They've done it because that's how Sindarin and Quenion's supposed to sound, but they don't do it all the time. So, they slip in and out of their own accents, which is strange to me. Now, are they going to attack the mountain again? Do we need another unit? We've got the money. We could do with a... So, we can. So, do you call your people to ours? Be warned that this requires 3 grand from Archives. We've got 3 grand, so we'll take them. Now that's disappointing. Unless these are much better than I think they are. That is irritating to me. Right, so... Right, we can build better troops here, so let's get... No, we want to, again, fast buildings, cheaper buildings. That has a huge impact later in the game. Right, what do we get from you? 160, 185. That's 200 basically. And it costs... What on earth? I thought that would be much more profitable. No, I think the ability to recruit some troops, we haven't got anything there. And it looks very much like they want to snaffle up with the board. Oh, they have got Old Forest. Oh, they've just done it. Built in both of them. So we're now... It's just because they're out of the... It's because they've come out of the fort, but hopefully this is going to Dale and not to Thranduil's Halls. Happens every time you play the Elves. You do all of your interesting things at the start of the campaign, then you have this sort of 40 to 50 turn lull where you can't do anything, you're just waiting on the shadow attack so then you can move forward. And I'm wondering whether we should have recruited an archer. Oh, hello. Well, we're at war with Dol Guldur again, then. And they've taken my fort, the bastards. Utter bastards. Can's chosen to stand with Mordor. War. Right, do we have...
Yes, my lord.
Normally there's like a Dol Guldur army knocking around now.
Yes, I shall
We'll have to wait till the
tomorrow.
script's run its course and is completed. Could do with another archer. And if they attack at the end of this go, I'll be so annoyed because that means it's...
Have a taste of my blade. Engage!
Because that means that had I recruited it last turn, it would be ready for the shadow attack.
Back to their underworld.
We'll just get Legolas to pick off this poor fool that's marched too close to the northern mountain. Can he see? Can he see? Ooh, there you go. We've only got two rather simplistic infantry units. I assume you're coming to me. Okay, well then if we do something a little bit clever and we go sit on this hill. Are they going to let me sit on the hill? It appears that they are. Snowhawk Raiders, Snowhawk Spears, Snowhawk Scouts. And now Legolas can actually shoot at them. Marvellous. We'll see if we can get the others firing as well.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Good. We want to take out their archers so we don't lose that many. That's what we've been very careful with this army that's gone, oh, we can make you knackered. We'll do that. That's unfair. They shot back at us. We lost a man. We lost 4 bastards. Not a lot I can do about this, I'm afraid. It's just making sure that they don't group together a huge, well, all their little stacks and turn them into one big one. Right, I think we've had enough. In we go.
If we continue like this, the enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Go on, you've got arrows you can fire. Good. We've killed 95%. Still firing. That'll be fine. We'll take that.
This is
lost 33. Each elf lost is a bitter pill to swallow. I'm surprised Legolas has done so well. I know he's Hinny Dower, but I'm very much of the opinion I like the good Vileg, the Lothlorien equivalent that is like a. They're all sort of they're the ones that fire the three arrows. I just think they're really cool. You can die.
We must defend these lands.
Oh, he doesn't have an epithet. That's a shame.
Elven warriors.
Share some experience out. Right, you're providing 3. And you're providing 1. 1, 2, yeah, so we got 4. I'm pretty sure I would like an axe unit. Just to bolster our own defences. What have we got going on? Minus 116 now. Just wait on Mordor on the same issues. And they're going to hang around in my territory. That's going to cause money losses with devastation. So hopefully Mordor attacks. It should be now. It should be this go. So next go they'll siege Thranduil's Hall, and then after that we can march out. That's interesting. What are we going to do now?
Last stand, my friends.
Where's the Mordor army? Oh, I wonder how it's going to cope. I'm not sure it.
I'm gonna stick
Well,
you.
it thinks it's coming through, so that's fine. You've built something. What are we on? We've got to get some more money out of everything. What are we already making off mines? 400. That doubles it. 800. Yeah. That might be wise. Oh, as it's so expensive, we'll save money by doing that. So maybe we'll get a siege at Thranduil's Halls anyway. If Dol Guldur wants to come knocking. I hope we do. You fight at Caras Galadhon so much more than you fight at Thranduil's Halls. in my opinion. Although, whenever you play in the area, it's quite often that Dale ends up with, especially on version 5, quite a few times Dale has ended up with Thranduil's Halls. Right, they come with some cell swords, they come with some maulers, fair bit of Dolgal Doorhost, and they've got a general who's this Mirkwood bodyguard that throws little tiny baby axes. So it's all good. Let us defeat them.
Evil must not be allowed to triumph this day.
I'm wondering where the Mordor army's gone. Like, I mean, it's good, we're fighting at Thranduil's Halls, but this isn't the army I prepared for. With that lovely little water feature. Oh, the camera's going to be stupid. Right, let's just find where Thranduil is. Where's me square? Oh, we've got some defenders as well, that's nice. These massive drops. So if we put everyone here and then we can move them about as we need to.
Elves, over here. Elves, over here. Ready, elves. Advance.
Got 4 of these javelin buggers.
Ready, elves.
Who's that? Oh, Woodland Warriors, okay. Right, let's have a think about it. They only have to come through this one door, so we're going to need to block it off. So we'll have our spears in shield formation. We'll put them there. Maybe a little bit further back, that'd be nice. We'll chuck you there and we'll get you sorted as you go. We should. There's a little passageway here, so we can block you off as well. Well, that you don't like that. So actually, let me put my men where I want to. We'll have to change him. That's irritating.
The woods. Elves, weapons ready, elves. This is the way.
There's going to be a lot of moving people about after the fact. If we put you over here, we put you behind these gentlemen here, woof. And then we want to be able to shoot them, so we got Thranduil.
Advance. Elves, archers of Mirkwood. Advance. Advance.
All you need to do is be able to. We'll move them later. Orthodir. Put you over there. On said flank.
We must protect the woods.
What's left? Archers we can move. You are going to go here.
Advance. Elves, over here.
As we look to defend the capital.
This is the way. Elves, over here. Archers of
That should
Mirkwood.
only be archers left. Right, let's do that.
We come from Mirkwood. Be quick. Advance.
Come from the Woodland realm.
This is the way. Elven warriors. This is the way.
All infantry, just you're not going to go anywhere, that's fine. What are you? You're another unit of Woodland Warriors, so you can come here. Oh no, you're axes. You're going to be there for Orthodir's charge. Ooh, we're outside the mountain. Woo! Right, let's see who's... Sorry about this, I'm going to have to leave the camera. I'm going to find a place where I can see things and leave the camera as still as possible.
This is the way.
You do not like being in this gap, do you?
This is the way. Advance. Be quick. We must protect the woods. Advance.
Now, all of you can go defend. You're... Oh no, I meant...
Come from Mirkwood.
All of you stop. All our missile units, don't fire. Wait for them to come through the door, boys. But to array our archers. It's quite difficult because you got to stay
In line, archers.
Be quick, Elves.
on all the little paths. That's the run rule. Let's try and get everyone spread out as much as
In line,
possible.
archers.
Be quick.
Seems to me that there's a bigger
Protect
path
the
than that.
woods. Be quick.
Advance. Archers of Mirkwood.
Be quick.
There we go. Now we'll just wait on their pleasure because it's
The enemy
taking
are
too
battering
long.
down
And
the gates.
I don't know what that. I don't know what you're doing. Move.
Blast their eyes. The enemy's
Thranduil
ram is
defending
through our
his
gates.
own halls. We've got. Ooh. All the missiles
Line, archers.
can wait for it. Wait for it. Fire!
The enemy have the walls.
Sending in the
Our
maulers
defense
to
or
start
all
with.
will be lost.
We don't really want. Don't mind what the. Woodland. What are they called? Wardens. Keep calling them Wardens of the Wood. And try and reduce our friendly fire by not shooting things that are close to our own units. One unit of Hinidao would cream all this lot. Very much similar to the Elud Ferodrin. We've got to come through one gate, that's all they get. And then we aim at the back again. Oh, they got their own archers. Let's take them out. Let's give it our special ability, which makes them knackered. But sometimes it has an effect where they
If we
do some
continue like this,
infighting.
we will smash the enemy.
It doesn't seem consistent, this one. I much prefer the Light of Elebreth that Haldir in the Lothlorien roster and what's his face from Dorwinion got him killed. No way has the Light of Elebreth as well. That's the one I like the most. Essentially, we're just firing into the blob. Cell swords, that's a good thing to take out. Where's their general? Is he inside? I can't see him. Scouts, maulers, host, archers. He's going to be around here somewhere. Just look at how many of them are going to fall. We've killed 39% already. Bloody marvellous. I'm going to fire every arrow and then Thranduil is going to go do some meleeing. So that makes me think as well, if Dol Guldur can quite happily siege me and attack me the next turn later, as the computer likes to do, it doesn't generally like to starve you out, then I don't know why the Shadow Attack Army wouldn't do that as well. Let's see if we can get rid of some of their archers.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Maybe fighting, firing at the... What's happening over here? Ah, nothing. There's the short answer. What's that? Oh, we've got some axes. So we've got some quite useful units. Oh, we might as well send you these. We get these back if someone fights us again next time. So these getting casualties doesn't really bother us. Surprise! Quite beautiful with the waterfall there. That apparently stops. I would imagine that Thranduil's Hall, whilst good, I think that this is a battle map that could be revamped and redone. Alright, we're nearly at a point where we can charge fellas in. This lot, let's get you involved.
Weapons ready, Elves.
Weapons ready, Elves. All of that lot. Just charge in, I imagine. Right, you take down them.
Weapons ready, Elves. Be quick, Elves. Over here.
Need to trap them. And then you can take out those. I mean, they are decent. They're not armour, but I don't know. I suppose it's because I'm not normally the. Maybe they're just the sort of the standard version of the. The Elder Councillor spears. I mean, what are their stats? Melee attack 8, defense 14. What's that compared to the spearmen? Melee attack. So they're worse than these as actual spearmen. It's just that they throw a little javelin. Oh, I've gone into the mountain again. Out you come. So actually, where do all these little doorways come? Let's get Thranduil to come round here, this side here, sneaky sneaky, with his mighty axes. He'll cause a massive rout. We've trapped these here nicely. Get involved, men. They're taking quite... The spearmen have taken quite the punishment. I think now we're 40 turns in, it will be obvious that we do not have armour. Because these are surviving a lot better.
We come from the Woodland realm. Cast them back into the earth. Cast them back into the earth. Elves, over here. Over here.
Try and shut down them pesky archers. Oh, the bodyguards are there, that's good. Where did he go? Thought he'd be here by now. Oh, he just came the wrong... Alright. Never mind then, just charge in if you're going to be a dick about it. I cleverly plotted his route around the whole thing. There's 9 of him left. I mean, this is a win. It's done. There we go.
Enemy general. Without him, his troops
Now
will
you
lose
shall
their will to
rout.
fight.
Or rout and or run.
Elves of the Woodland realm.
Then we sort of have a look at what's outside. Oh, there is something. What is this? Mirkwood Hunters. We'll make short work of these. It does look nice from the outside. That is something I would definitely say for Thranduil's Halls, with the waterfalls and... Like, I get it, it's just I don't think the computer likes it very much. It feels very dwarven as well when you find it. It doesn't really look... Like, Imladris is a really cool... I still think... When they redid Imladris... And I mean, if you remember the very first Third Age Total War, when we had to walk along sort of the side of a cliff and then come up, you were shot all the time as you walked across. That was just so much of the map was just a sheer drop. Whereas the new one is very good. I still think the best elven settlement that exists in the game at present is the revamped Kalas Galathon. I just think that's one of the reasons I love the elves so much. I liked the old map, to be fair, but when you see the new one, that just looks fabulous. I could just time 6 this while I ramble on about which dwarven settlements elven settlements are like. Heroic victory! Who claims the most? It is 417 for Thranduil. Look, 300, 300. They all chipped in. Elven Defenders got 142. Well done, you. Nice. So all of the Woodland Scouts, the 900 between the two units, essentially. Well done, them. And I wonder if this means that we're going to be attacked by Mordor straight away, or if that script just now doesn't like life and isn't going to attack me. We shall see. That's a very good... That's why you want to fight. You want to show the unique settlements, and I always think... I mean, when I was told about Thranduil's Halls not working with the script, I was a bit miffed, because it is pretty. They should do something about the massive drops. There's little clever things they can do. Well, I think in the Dwarven ones, they just coloured the floor in black, so it looks like a pit. But actually, it's not really a pit, and they just can't walk there. Now look at them. Yes, we got the Woodland Sentinels. Oh my god. Witherboard can now produce our bog standard archer. Well done, Witherboard. We would like to retrain some people. It would be wise, actually. Let's sort of organise this army.
Onward!
Right, both the generals can go in.
Over here.
Then we'll have Tarchers.
Onward, elves.
Then we'll take...
My lord?
Elves, elven warriors, swiftly.
My lord?
Onward.
Right. What can we retrain? We don't need to retrain any of the Woodland Wardens. You definitely need a retraining. And so do you, probably. And then the Axes. And we're now losing 4 grand. It's starting to make me nervous that we've been slowly building up our forces. And we're going to have to go out into the world. But we'll do one more end turn before the episode finishes. Hopefully Mordor turn up. With any luck. And then it's off to the south to kill Dol Guldur. I'm glad I haven't had to make the Union choice yet. I'm still... It's 50-50 which way I go. Because the Arathirith are so cool. Aha! So we end the go with Mordor at the gates. Seizing on their chance to capitalise after a failed Dol Guldorian. Is that a word? The failed attack by the orcs of Dol Guldur. Shadow attack! Grim tidings, the warning we were brought has come to fruition. A horde of orcs has swept away our border guards and sentry posts and laid siege to the gates of our underground city. With the aid of our kin or not, we must now rout this force lest we risk losing our ancient home. The halls of Arduffer and Thranduil must not fall into ruin like Menegoroth and Nargothrond of old. Don't know what those two places are, if I'm honest. Oh, okay, look, they've got a big scary force now.
Have a taste of my blade.
And that's what I mean, it's a matter of time, really, before they send a big force that we can't deal with whilst we're waiting for these to dig around. Right, this is the force. If the script works, it comes with trolls, it comes with armoured orc raiders, you've got orc archers, and you've got orc band. It's a decent enough army. We would expect to win, though, with the force that we've got. Just demonstrating against The problem is the trolls, but we should be able to snipe them. Now, I did say this was the last turn of the episode, but if it works, we should be able to end the episode with them attacking us. And then I'll send a really snarky message to the person that warned me this was... And so it's not Mordor, it's scripted, so it should be at the end of the Independent Realms. Ered Forodrin is under siege as well, so the next one we've got 2 quite important battles. That looks quite a large army, if I'm honest. Depends how many Black Shield troops they've brought in. So it didn't work. So what we can do is we're going to end the episode there. If they don't attack in the next 2 turns, we're going to have to auto-siege it, because they're on a bridge as well. That's what makes this whole thing problematic. They're on a bridge. If we fought that, I suppose we could just run out and try. We'll get some people killed, which will sort out our economy a bit more as well. We'll see. But we're going to leave it there. That's disappointing. It should be like, join us next time for the siege of Thranduil's Halls, but it hasn't really worked out that way. So we're going to leave it there. The realm is at a crossroads now. Any comments, any suggestions, any tips that you think might happen? I'm gut instinct. I'm going to go Union. I'm sorry. I'm just so sorry. Because I've gone north, I think the Union script will make much more sense than the isolation script. But if I get an angry message saying, how dare you cheated us, I'll go back to it. But we'll see. So do take care of yourselves. Thank you very much for watching if indeed you have. And goodbye for now. Till next time, dear friends. Till next time.